Joy Badass throwing shots at Daylyt. A lot of people was mad at him when he did the Rulers Back freestyle. Well, look here, bro. He's back. This is an off the dome freestyle. Red Bull Cypher with Big Sean and Absol, the Black Little Pastor. Look, I don't really like the Black Little Pastor, but I gotta salute the boy because he's trying. Yeah, he be trying to rap, but Hubert just ain't that good. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. But look here, Joy Badass say, I shine through the late night. I ain't even got to lose sleep to break daylight. He really don't, bro. Wasn't the sickest boy ever. Wasn't the best, you know what I mean? But it was okay. Why? I like how he did that. Yeah, I like how he did that and kept it a little classy. But a lot of people forget because you see Joy Badass playing Neek in Raising Cannon that this boy really got something when he's in his bag. Let's just be honest. This is Joy Badass we talking about, who is unarguably one of the best MCs that then came out of New York in the last 10 years. Drop it in the comments, nigga. That's facts. Y'all do y'all research, do y'all homework on that boy before y'all say a nigga like Daylyt could fuck with him. Or anybody else for that matter. Come on, bro. It got to be Joy Badass versus Kendrick Lamar. It can't be Joy Badass versus Vaughn and all them other type of niggas. Ah, man, that ain't no battle for him. This nigga got real bars and has been having them since he was about 15, 16 years old. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real, bro. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Scores from the playground. And Sharpe responds to sexual abuse allegations. He say 50% of people don't care if you got problems. The other 50% happy you got him. Look, bro, this whole ordeal is very bad for Shannon Sharpe. Why? People not seeing him as that zesty uncle no more. Yeah, you don't see Shannon like that no more when you look at him. He's defeated and deflated, and he's a monster. Yeah, let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Brought into some pretty wild things. Pretty wild things. And it's like, how? It's just sex. Bro, it's sodomizing. He's brutally sodomizing this woman. Why? He don't want to be in no pussy. He don't want to be in no pussy. He want to be in a nigga's ass. Allegedly. The Hollywood Moogler already, that was his designer, bro. His stylist. Been telling you what kind of nigga Shannon is. All you had to do was listen. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real about this. All this ain't, take a powerful black man down. All this ain't that, bro. The thing is, bro, what happens in the dark gonna always come to the light. Plain and simple. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Tory Lanez suffered 2 collapsed lungs in a prison attack in which, let Whack 100 tell it, the Mexican got him. Yeah, the hombres did that. It wasn't a nigga. Look, it really don't even matter, bro. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. It don't matter who got him. It matters that they poked that boy 14 times. Little bit of everywhere. Little bit of everywhere. Yeah. He's going to be in critical condition and might even have tetanus, but they say the boy is okay. Look, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I can only tell you, that boy need to get transferred to PC. All that old, I ain't never PC'd up nothing. Man, now you need the PC because your ass might not make it out. He still got, what, 8 years to go? Come on, man. Come on, bro. You should have on that stand and told them people that wasn't you because guess what? Prison ain't for you, buddy. You done got hit 14 times. Scars from the playground. Everybody comes out of prison with war wounds, whether it's a missing tooth, a stab wound, you know what I mean, a fucked up eye that's fucked up for the rest. Look, Tory Lanez is no different. He went in that bitch like he was still in the free world, stunting. They don't want to see that, bro. Yeah, now you got to watch for them wolves all the time because once they smell blood, they're going to keep a-coming. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Shout out Tory Lanez, man. Yes, yeah. Pray for Tory, if you may. But I feel like he's okay. It's just a wake up. Yeah, wake up. Belt to ass. Same as if it was in the free world. Nigga trying to make you into a trophy. Floyd Mayweather filed $100 million defamation lawsuit against the Business Insider. This is after he went to social media and told the people he purchased 63 properties in Manhattan, residential apartment buildings in Manhattan for $402 million. Well, Business Insider say he was capping. On top of that, they pretty much said the champ was broke. Well, look here. He's fighting back. Floyd say he ain't never lied about nothing. Nathaniel, you know what I mean? So to try to embarrass him like this, on top of that, they've been doing it his whole career. He say he want that money on. Well, look here. The Business Insider has responded. They say they prepared to fight tooth and nail to show that he's a liar and he's trying to discredit their platform. We're gonna see how this go, bro. 50 seems to think the champ really is broke. I don't think the champ broke, but the champ coming out of retirement because he need that money. That's something we do know. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. INW Melly denied pre-trial release. Look, it was all good about a week ago. About a week ago, it was all good. The fans thought Melly, Jamel Demons really had a chance of getting out of there. Well, look here. Considering he did get a bond, but it was 1 out of 6 other charges. Look, this is a double murder charge. Everybody want to know what happened to Sack Chaser and Juvie. Unfortunately, he's been in there since 2019 without a bond, and the judge denied his pretrial release request. Yeah, denied it flat out. He's gonna have to sit in that clank until September. And in September, if they convict him, this will be a life sentence. Look, y'all drop it in the comments. I know a lot of people want that boy out of there. He's looking better for himself, looking less like a demons. But that ain't how the law works. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to sit in there to trial. And he's gonna have to prove that he ain't had nothing to do with this shit. Let's just be honest, let's just be real. Drop it in the comments, which might be real hard, cause he ain't saying shit. What if Fredo Bang come in the picture? I do not know, but Fredo picked him up. This shit gonna get ugly before it get pretty. Best believe that. I'm just being honest, I'm just being real. Look, y'all drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Cassie Ventura, a lot of people know her as Cassie, testified against Diddy. Look, she facing her victimizer head on, bro. 8 months pregnant and answering all the questions that they were asking her, bro. She's saying Diddy introduced her to Blue Dolphins and coerced her into a whole bunch of demeaning, explicit sexual acts. On top of that, forced her to choke on fucking piss. They asked her, did she want to sip piss? She say, hell no. Who would want to do that? But a beating and altar, bro, you know what goes on if a man is 20 years older than that woman. She was 18, 19. Diddy had her mind, bro. On top of that, he had her hooked on the drugs, beating her ass when she didn't have nobody to fight for. That's what this comes down to, bro. Everybody that knew Cassie, was around Cassie, even flirting with her, was scared of the dealer. Y'all drop it in the comments. This ain't looking good for Diddy, bro. Diddy is done. Yeah, Diddy is done. All you needed was Cassie to go up there and stick to the script. That was it. You know what I mean? This what got him in a world of trouble. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Lil Boosie defends Diddy amid trial. And I hate to see this because they just gave this nigga an honorary degree from some Kingdom Institute. I don't know the institution, you know what I mean? But they just gave this man a degree. So I really hate to see him still coming out and doing some ignorant shit, talking about the dealer. But nah, yeah. He's saying Cassie wanted to drink that piss. She enjoyed the glitz and the glam until she didn't have it no more. And this was just a payday for her. For him, he believed Diddy is innocent. That's what he took from the testimony. Look, bro, you gotta listen with your ears and not your ass, Boosie. Boosie, I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. You got to listen with your ears and not your ass. You see, if Diddy is convicted, when Diddy is convicted, this is gonna be like a domino effect. Yeah, it's gonna be like a domino effect. They're gonna be looking for everybody, and everybody that had them little parties, like them little freak off. Boosie and Webber had freak offs. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. Oh yeah. Cucumber challenges and all type of shit. All it takes is one person to come out, Boosie little Boosie Lil Rain will be over. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. That's why he defending him. They're the only people that's gonna defend Diddy. 2025 is the niggas that's guilty too. We all know that to be true, bro. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. In fact, I promise to tell the truth, the whole truth. So help me God. Niggas know that. Yeah, niggas know that. That's why they fuck with me. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the playground. Kanye West Cuck album is banned in Russia. Potentially. Potentially. Why? They saying due to anti-Semitism, it promotes Nazis, swastikas, and a different type of sexual orientation with incest and homosexuality. Look, bro, a letter has been wrote to the media regulator of Russia to deny this thing from coming out to the people. Yeah. On top of that, they saying he's glorifying the criminals of World War II. Look, a lot of people think this is about freedom of speech. This is about, bro, you can't go out there and do what you want to do. You can't just be a piece of shit because somebody didn't hurt your feelings, bro. Yeah. On top of that, you talking about sucking off your cousin. It's having an adverse reaction. He thought it would make him a victim, but no. It's making you sickening. I'm point blank, period. Drop it in the comments, man. I don't know nobody that's still willing to support that guy. Not after all he done did. Swastikas, Nazis, homosexuality, incest. I think America should be on the same tirade as Russia. If you ask me, I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the DDG accused of domestic violence. Look, his famous baby mother, Haley Bailey, has filed a restraining order. Matter of fact, she didn't just file it. The restraining order was approved. He got to stay away from her and that baby. Why? This nigga allegedly smashed her head into the steering wheel and chipped the fucking tooth. They got a picture and everything. I know he gonna deny it. That never happened. It never happened. It's all cap. They just trying to get me. Look, bruh. Got to be some truth to it. On top of that, he threw the phone out the window and said, go get it, bitch. Oh, get it, bitch, huh? See, these streamers, bro, they be looking friendly because they are friendly-ass niggas when it come to other niggas. But when it come to women, they ain't got that same energy. That's when you see the runt become the big dog because it's his house. Look, y'all drop it in the comments. This ain't looking good for DDG, and I'm obliged to believe that lady. Scars from the playground, drop it in the comments, man. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with y'all, man. Terrance Howard is a fucking hypocrite, and he's been keeping secrets. Look, he done came out and said all this about his man Cord and keeping his asshole intact, but his daughter just came out today, and his daughter say she was a victim of molestation. Apparently, her cousin molested her when he was 12. I'm not sure how old she was, but she just came out with this story publicly. Usually when somebody do this publicly, it's to embarrass the niggas involved. Why? The hypocrisy. He couldn't save Brashear Gray, and a lot of people say it wasn't his job to save Brashear Gray. No. But when you're equipped with that all children matter, even your own, you're gonna do that anyway, bro. It's more than just about protecting your asshole and scurrying on out of there. He couldn't protect his own daughter, fam. That hit is quite different. Yeah, that is quite different. See, that's what's wrong with these people, bro. They got so much shit going on behind the scenes that they'll never tell. But that's what people want to know. The shit that you lock in that makes you human, that's what people want to know, and that's what you would not get from your favorite celebrities. Look, y'all drop it in the comments. When I heard this, I say this one is ugly. Ugly. Because you can tour the world and you can get all the money. Like Jaguar Wright said, he's always been one big-time movie away from retiring. He ain't gonna get that picture, for. He ain't gonna get that movie. I'm not acting like that. On top of that, if he would have played Smokey Robinson got assault charges. You know, I'm obliged to believe that. And I love Smokey, love him. You know what I mean? But Smokey got them charges. If he would have played Marvin Gaye, Marvin Gaye was gay. You know what I mean? Marvin Gaye was gay. A lot of people don't know this about myself, but my brother was real cool with Marvin Gaye's nephew. He stayed in Spring, Texas. Went to Klein High School. Yeah, buddy. I'm obliged to believe it. Why? I could tell a zestiness running them jeans. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. Look, y'all drop it in the comments. On top of that, most of them singers back in the day dressed like Dr. Dre was dressed when he was wearing all that glitter. Yeah, most of them has homosexual tendencies. And you never know what the Caucasian man wanted that black man to do for that fame back in the day. Anyway, that's for one. That's for starters. Look, y'all drop it in the comments, man. Terrance Howard, I look at you quite different, sir. Quite fucking different. You got to protect your kids, and you got to protect the other kids. Point blank, period. Jaguar Wright set that one off when she said it. I didn't even think of it like that, but yeah. Brashear Gray started off way up here, could have had a hell of a fucking career. Hell of a fucking career. Had them predators not got to him. Protect the kids, bro. A lot of people be women and kids, women and kids. Protect the kids. The kids include boys and girls. You could try and protect the women as much as you want, but those people are grown. They gotta learn. Stay out of certain places when you ain't supposed to be there. Point blank, period. But if you protect these children, they'll grow up knowing better. If you know better, you'll do better. Y'all drop it in the comments, man. Scars from the play.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm a clip. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.